Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Kate, I'm a composer, and today we're going to be checking out TVXQ's Killing Voice performance. This was a very highly requested reaction. I've done a lot of TVXQ reactions so far, so if you're not familiar with my channel, feel free to check those out. But under every single video, I've gotten a request to do this performance, and I'm more than excited. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it.
네, 먼저 인사부터 드리겠습니다.
네.
하나, 둘, 셋.
안녕하세요, 동방신기입니다.
야, 저희가 드디어
Let's see if I can get the old English on. No, not quite. No worries. I'll just keep it off.
킬링 보이스를 나오게 됐습니다.
그렇습니다. 평소에도 굉장히
Well, they look unreal. I really like their outfits. This is Changmin and Yeonho, I believe. And yeah, because they were the two guys that stayed behind after JYJ left. I love the outfits. I love the jackets, the color coordination, the hair. It's all working.
애청하는 그런 프로였는데 이렇게 나올 수 있어서 너무 영광이고 저희 동방신기 노래 좋아해 주셨던 노래들로 모아서 한번 저희가 준비를 해봤습니다. 오늘 열심히 해볼 테니까 잘 들어주세요. 바로 시작하겠습니다.
I like the soft-spoken, dulcet tones. Great stuff.
하루만 네 방의 침대가 되고 싶어 Oh baby 더 따스히 포근히 내 품에 감싸 안고 재우고 싶어
아주 작은 뒤척임도 너의 조그만 속삭임에 난 꿈속의 괴물도 이겨내버릴 텐데
내 마음이 이런 거야 지켜볼 수만 있어도
너무 감사해 많이 행복해 나 조금은 부족해도
언제까지 너의 곁에 연인으로 있고 싶어
너를 내 품에 가져가긴 채 굳어버렸으면 싶어 영원히
Beautiful.
야,
Okay, I'll just comment on that song first. Gorgeous vocal performances, absolutely stunning. I think it's really interesting that these two decided to keep the band going after the other guys left. I do think it is noticeable how, you know, Max, I do think that his vocals are just on another level completely. Yeonho is a fantastic singer. Really, really, really good. But I just think Max is like this phenomenal superpower. But that said, I'm really impressed by how Yeonho is really just holding his ground in this performance. And I do think it's a bit of a shame that in some of the later songs that I heard from them, they really don't give him much or many singing parts. I really recognized him as the rapper when I first started listening to them, which is crazy because his singing voice is really gorgeous. I also think that their voices go very well together in the sense that they do have very different tones. Max's is very, very clean. I get the impression he might be a little bit more classically trained than Yeonho. Yeonho's is a little bit more a speech level style of singing. You can hear that Yeonho has a little bit more breathiness and a little bit more throat in the way he expresses the phrases. Yeah, two very beautiful voices. The song itself is very pretty, very positive vibe, very lighthearted and relaxed. I tend to go for some like darker sounds, such as melodic, like the heavy beats, the darker atmosphere. Those would be the songs that I gravitate toward. But let's move on to The Way You Are and see how this song is. I'm pretty sure I've heard this song in one of the medleys they've done before.
노래 정말 오랜만이죠?
그 팔토시 같은 거 항상 끼고 말이죠.
네, 가볼까요?
네.
첫눈에 반하기는 힘들어 널 보기 전에 믿었었지
Yeah, already the song is speaking to me more. I love the beat, I love the rhythm, the vocals, everything.
생각이 바뀌는 건 참 쉬운 걸 난 어리석게 혼자였지 애쓴다고 될 일은 아닌 걸 자연스레 가고 싶어 네 눈물 속에 있는 환상 안에서만
I like Yeonho's dancing there.
자연스레 가고 싶어 네 눈물 속에
Like, I just like how Yeonho is smiling along here. It shows that he's into it. And he gives a little bit of a smirk towards the camera.
있는 환상 안에서만
Nice little mini pop.
알아도 네 진심 속에 있는 사랑을 띄워주게 할래 너의 생각
Oh, that run was very, very sweet.
너의 관심 네 귀에 달려있던 귀걸인 네 몸무게 너만의 향기 너의 몸짓 모든 걸 알고 싶어 이런 내게 It's about the way you are 너의 생각 너의 관심 네 귀에 달려있던 귀걸인 네 몸무게 너만의 향기 너의 몸짓 모든 걸 알고 싶어 이런 내게 It's about the way you are
Sorry, I cut off his note a little too early there. I do apologize for that. So I really, really like that song. I think the way they arranged this song vocally for this performance was really excellent. Yeonho took over the main hook in the chorus, while Max did like these beautiful runs and ad-libs, and it just sounded fantastic. Definitely my favorite song so far out of the two. Let's see how Rising Sun does.
자, 이 노래는 저희 동방신기 대표곡이죠, 사실.
그렇죠. 저희가 2005년도에 이 곡으로 정말 많은 사랑을 받았습니다.
맞습니다. 자, 얼마 전에 또 라이즈랑 같이
A very busy production in this one, so I'm really curious to see how it sounds.
했었고요.
네, 그렇죠.
한번
네.
해보겠습니다.
자, 힘을 내봅시다.
힘을 잃어버린 날들 죄가 되어버릴 것만 같은 날들 비상하리란 꿈의 파편들로 맞은 나의 아침엔 반짝임이 없는데 진실은
His runs are just ridiculous. Like, such crazy agility. It just blows my mind. And I like how the song started off with some like busy production, sort of a breakbeat style of drum pattern, and then it really just halted and mellowed out into the verse, which was just very cool and atmospheric. I love that contrast. Now the drums are starting to come in again and the song is building.
나도 갖고 있는 것 하지만 보여준 얼굴엔 거짓뿐인 걸 영원에 남겨진 나를 찾는 것
Wow.
나를 닮아 가슴 안에 가득 차 커져가는 innocent 불꽃은 밝게 타오르게 마지막이 찬란한 노을처럼 Waiting for rising sun 정말 혼돈의 끝은 어딜까
Ooh, I like that.
설마 행복의 밑그림일까 시간만이 아는 해답
자, 갑니까? 자, 가요.
Wow, holy shit. I didn't expect that. That was pretty gnarly. I gotta hear that again.
아는 해답
자, 갑니까? 자, 가요.
He needs to do that more. That was absolutely epic. You know, as a metalhead, I love harsh vocals. That grit is so powerful. You can see that Max there is absolutely thrilled with what just happened. Yeah, I just didn't expect this song to take this weirdly evil sounding, dark, sinister direction, especially with those strings. The way the strings are sort of bending down to a flat fifth, I think. Makes it sound very creepy, spooky, like we're entering into a very devilish zone. And then that scream really gave me what the song was asking for. So I'm very curious about this song. I wonder if the studio version has the scream like that. I was also enjoying those backing vocals, but they were part of the backing track. But this song is awesome. I really wasn't expecting something that sounded like this.
자, 보여줘, 정훈아.
Funny how Max did a little mock scream there. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to ruin my vocal cords. Yeah, very cool song. I also like how, even though there's no choreography, their movements did seem to be syncing up at some points. I don't know if that's because the choreography that they normally do for live shows is still in their head and they just kind of do it naturally, or it just was sort of a coincidence and they happened to do similar gestures because that's just what the music was telling them.
아직도 긴장돼요. 자, 이 노래는 오정방합입니다. 오랜만이에요.
Okay, so it's going to be banger after banger, I see.
한 걸음 물러서 지금 이 시대를 돌아본다면 원리도 원칙도 절대 진리도 없는 그 시대 안의 그대 모습은 언제나 판이었나 현실에 없는 이상은 이상형일 뿐 이제 난 두려워 반대만을 위한 반대
I love how Yeonho is giving more clean belts in this song. It's a very cool side to his voice. I really enjoy it.
표류하게 되는 건 나 이제 찾는 거 합을 위한 노력일 뿐 너 같은 손을 한 외침을 꿈이 시류되는 걸 갈망하는 자여 그대 곁에 정의라는 모습의 용기를
Sick. Yeah, I like that song a lot too. It was sort of in a similar style in the previous song. I'm really attracted to that late 2000s or mid 2000s style of very like energetic music that has a lot of attitude and heavy sounds. I really love that sound, although I probably would have preferred the previous song. But that said, they probably didn't give this particular song enough room to breathe, but their vocals were awesome on it.
노래는 활동을 짧게 했는데도 그래도 팬분들이 굉장히 많이 좋아해 주셨어요.
네.
또 일본에서도 그랬고요.
그렇죠.
가보겠습니다. 퍼플라인.
세상을 만질 수가 없다면 나에게 보이지도 않는다면 어떻게 내가 틀렸다는 걸 알 수 있을까 I really wanna touch myself 기적만을 바랄 수도 없는 날 그렇게 간절했다면 다시 움직여야 돼 right now Purple let me set on my world 누구도 걸어보지 못했던 this way 이제는 내 방식 다른 어떤 누구와도 같을 수 없어 Progression 믿음을 태워줘 끝까지 부딪혀서 이겨낸 순간의 Purple Line
Yeah, I remember reacting to this song during their medley at the MKMF performance. And yeah, again, that's a very nostalgic sound. Really reminds me of going out to the club back in those days. I still go to the club, don't get me wrong. But back in those days, that was a very, very popular style of music. And the way they interpreted it is just beautiful. It really suits their voices. Again, they're just killing it. And it's interesting, I'm really I thought I would really be drawn to Max's voice for the most part, but Yeonho is really also holding his own. Like, I'm actually listening to him sometimes more than Max. So they've really balanced it out very well. You know, considering the different abilities and skill levels, they really complement each other. So it's very much a treat.
자, 이 노래는 저희 동방신기 발라드 대표곡 중 한 곡이죠.
네, 믿어요.
그렇습니다.
The the speech there threw me off because I thought that he was starting off the song in the wrong key. If you listen, it kind of sounds like he's starting off the song in the wrong key.
자, 이 노래는 저희 동방신기
It sounds like a verse, but then I realized he was actually talking.
발라드 대표곡 중 한 곡이죠.
네, 믿어요.
그렇습니다.
믿어요 첫눈에 반한다는 말을 믿어요
Gorgeous.
그대에겐 아니라고 말했지만 나를 경솔하게 바라볼까봐 감춰왔을 뿐이죠
So sweet, and I like how that verse was really giving us a lot of his range, because some of those notes at the beginning were quite low, and he ended up in falsetto and back down again. Very nice dynamics.
사실 난 그대를 처음 봤던 그 순간부터 온종일 그대 생각에 살았었죠
Yeah, so another thought occurred to me. Like I mentioned there how I feel like Max is almost like this superhuman, and what I mean by that is if you listen to the way he sings, sometimes you could almost mistake his voice for like a flute or a piccolo or a violin. It's so clean the way it is melodically. There's not a lot of like humanity to it. It's very superhuman and gorgeous, like beautifully performed. Whereas I feel like when Yeonho sings, he sounds more like a person than like this perfect instrument. And I don't mean that as a diss towards either singer. I think it really speaks to how unique they are and their approach to singing, and the way they handle their talent. But yeah, let's keep going.
아침에 눈 뜨고 잠들 때까지 한 생각뿐이었죠 ballads 제날 믿어줘 거기 있는 그대 향한 마음 모두 담아보내리
자, 다음 곡이
Very cool. So I really liked that song. I really loved the vocals. Max's ad-libs in the last chorus were awesome, and so were Yeonho's. I'm really into that like very cinematic, dramatic style of power ballad, and I really want that style to come back, but I've kind of lost hope now. But I really am drawn to this style of song, that very much, you know, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, they used to do a lot of songs like this. And I really love this sound, and I'm really happy they have a song like this, so I'll definitely be checking out more of this song.
굉장히 어려운 노래예요. 어려운 노래인데 또 오랜만에 부를 생각하니까 또 감회가 설레이네요. 새롭네요. Tonight 들려드리겠습니다.
가보겠습니다.
나의 손을 잡아요
Slow jam.
나를 가득 안고서 가슴 깊이 기대어
The song selection is insane. I absolutely love it.
참을 수가 없죠 그대 작은 떨림에 난 영원히 그대를 잊고 Oh baby 자신 벗고 싶어 하지 않는다는 걸 알겠죠 나의 안녕이 그대가 저 이른 아침 햇살 내게 오는 걸 잠든 그대의 품 안에서 대지 위에 뿌린 사랑처럼 tonight oh yeah my babe
Wow.
I will take you heaven tonight yeah 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 Stored in my soul stored in my heart 내 안에
Just ridiculous.
그대가 너무나 넘쳐 숨을 쉴 수 조차 없는 걸요 내린 비를 맞은 아이처럼 대지 위에 뿌린 사랑처럼 tonight
That was awesome. I mean, I have no words. I liked this little part right here. I wonder if I can find it just real quick.
대지 위에 뿌린 사랑처럼
I liked that little hop in the melody. Da-da, da-da. It was just a bit unexpected because it was a nice like answer to the melody that came before it.
내린 비를 맞은 아이처럼
Yeah. Na-na. And then up to na-na. You know, it's a nice just little like call and answer type situation.
대지 위에 뿌린 사랑처럼 tonight
Yeah. Very, very cool, beautiful songwriting. The way that they've arranged the song selection here is really cool. There's lots of peaks and valleys. Like the songs that they started with were a little bit more sparse in the production. And now you can tell that in the backing tracks, there's lots of harmonies, like we're really building to big climaxes. That song reminded me a little bit of their song Before You Go. Now I wonder if they'll perform that song, but the two styles are kind of similar. And the cadence of the verses and the ad-libs were similar. And that's a big reason why I enjoy this song. I'll definitely be checking out this song a lot because it's absolutely gorgeous.
자, 이 노래도 동방신기 대표 발라드 곡 중 한 곡이죠.
네.
와, 곡을 연달아 부르니까 힘드네요.
Love in the Ice. I've read this title in my comments a lot. People are interested in seeing me react to the live version of this, I believe. So this will be my first taste of this song.
자, 갈 수 있습니다.
이게 라이브죠, 그래도.
네.
I mean, this is a live version too. But I think there's another live version from like Tokyo Dome or something.
이게
자,
라이브의
해보시죠.
묘미라고 생각합니다. 자, 가겠습니다.
세상 끝에 홀로 남겨졌다고
Wow, just right in with the piercing high notes.
혼자였다고 아주 오랫도록 내가 지켜나가겠다 사랑해줄까 하늘을 떠나지 않는 별처럼 사랑이란 믿음으로 영원히 함께하는 꿈그 사람 내가 될 수 있다면 다시 한번 굳어버린 그때 맘을
Oh, lovely.
영원히 따스함으로
I love how the melodies took them lower there for a second. That was really nice.
그 사람 내가 될 수 있다면 다시 한번 굳어버린 그때 맘을 영원히 따스함으로 감싸 안을 거야
That was really cool. This particular song, I wouldn't say I wasn't crazy about it, but I preferred the few songs before it, and it's only because I feel like the the section of this song that they included in this performance was like the ultimate climax of the studio version. So there was no like lead up into this huge climax with all this ad libs and stuff. It didn't really sound like a song. It sounded like more of a showcase, like a vocal exercise almost. And while it was absolutely beautiful and impressive, I couldn't really get a good grasp on the actual hook of this song or the main melody. But I'm sure if I watch the other live performance that's been recommended to me, I'll be able to get into it a little bit more and really understand it better.
사랑이란 거 폈다 쳤다 매번 뻔하지 그늘 같은 떠민 사람도 없어.
And this is a nice sort of valley in the playlist because this is a little bit a different atmosphere, different vibe. It's a little bit more groovy. You know, you can sort of cruise along to it. And yeah, the production, again, it's gone back to that more minimal style.
다 흔한 얘기지 한 사람을 만났다 불같이 사랑했다 또 끝나면 아팠다 그런데 난 다시 설레는 you 나와 닮은 상처를 누구든 하나쯤 갖고서 다시 꿈꾸는 you Oh baby 나에게 진실한 사랑도 찾을 때 두비두비두비 티키타 비다비 두비두비두 두비두비 티키티 땅땅땅
Scatting.
널 찾을 때까지
Okay, I didn't expect the scatting. That was really cool. Pretty cool vibey song overall. Not my favorite, but that scatting part really took me by surprise. Scatting is a very skillful thing to do. It's not easy because you really have to hit the notes if you're going to scat. If you scat and you're off key, it's going to sound horrible. So they really nailed it here.
자, 이번 노래는 저희 새로운 앨범 선공개곡 다운입니다.
사랑이란 게
So this is from the 9th album, 20 and 2. This is from their most recent album, right? Sorry, that's my cat. Shh. I'll be with you in a sec. Come here. This is Schubert. He's a very good boy, but he's very needy, so I have to pet him so he'll shut up. Isn't that right? Look at them so they can see your pretty face. You handsome boy. We gotta get back to TVXQ. Okay. Yeah, so I'm very curious about this song. If it is from their most recent album, this will probably be the newest song I've ever heard from them. So let's check it out. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
자, 이번 노래는 저희 새로운 앨범 선공개곡 다운입니다.
사랑이란 게 내겐 지독하다 꽤
I like the guitar. The solemn vibe is cool.
더 파고드는 pain 너를 앓고 있는 밤 홀로 무겁게 쌓이는 감정에 더욱 간절하게 너를 원하게 되는 밤 목이 타는 듯한 갈증 차오르는 갈고 끝도 없이 잠기는 밤 내 몸과 마음을 삼킨 짙게 새긴 이름이 유별한 나의 구호 나를 부르는 이름 So say you want me cause I'm down So say you want me cause I'm down Don't wanna leave it just a memory
Interesting.
미친 갈망 끝에 lie down next to you So what am I to do 쓸려 아름다운 손짓 눈빛 허락해줘 내게 달콤히 빠진 홀린 나의 유일한 heaven So say you want me cause I'm
Oh wow. Wow. Okay, this is very overwhelming. I'm going to stop it there before I forget everything I have to say about this song. I really like those pre-choruses where Max is really going off in his falsetto, going super high, just amazing to listen to, just a pure spectacle. I'm not crazy about the chorus of this song. I think that sort of burm, psh, burm, psh, it's a bit of a generic sound that became popular in the last few years, but I think is getting a little bit played out now. It's the type of music that you might hear in a reality show when like a new contestant comes on, and it's very mainstream, commercial, sellable sound, and that's fine. But that is kind of why I'm appreciating the more delicate verses and pre-choruses a little more, because the focus is more on their voices. Now, that said, they are elevating the chorus with their voices too, which means that they are making this song their own to an extent. But that said, I'm a little bit worried about Yeonho's voice here.
Say you want me 'cause I'm
While that sounded cool, you can hear the cracking in his voice, and I worry that that's a result of a little bit of strain. It could be intentional, and you know, it's not the worst thing ever because he's hitting the note and it sounds awesome. But I just hope he doesn't do that every night on tour or something, because that will wear away at your voice for sure. And great singers have fallen victim to overuse, so it wouldn't be just his situation. But yeah, that sounded a little bit dangerous what he did there. And you can notice in that part, just after he did it, his voice was a little bit tired from that immense pressure he had just put on it.
So say you want me 'cause I'm down, catch your hammer.
I mean, and this is just angelic. Really amazing. I've always felt that Max is on another level completely with his singing technique, not just compared to Yeonho, but also compared to a lot of the other singers in TVXQ. When I've witnessed live performance of them, when sometimes they appear a little bit more tired or worn down than usual, he just like breezes by effortlessly. The notes just like come to him like nothing. What he just did there just looked so effortless. It was crazy.
So say it 'cause I'm down. Yeah. So say you want me 'cause I'm down.
자, 매일 제 생일같이
This is, I know this song, this is Keep Your Head Down, right?
들어주는 노래 왜입니다. Keep your head
동방신기
down.
20주년 축하한다. 그리고 장미야,
I like
미리
this
생일
song.
축하한다.
아직 오지 않았다.
난 시작도 안 해봤는데 난 이유조차 못 듣고 주변 사람들 모두 하나같이 날 뻗고 너 왜 그래 왜 그래 왜 그래 난 이미 나쁜 널 사랑한 게 죄라면 진실로 떴는 게 죄라면
This is such a treat. I've listened to this song for so many years, but I've never seen a live performance of it.
넌 참만 내고 내 자리를 지켜 넌 정말 예쁘지만 너무 다른 너의 속이 난 너무 두려워 사랑했다 하지만 난 이제 널 사랑을 그렇게 쉽게 놔버리는 너를 누군가 걱정할 거라 생각을 해봤나 네가 나버린 게 너는 뭔지 아직 모르는 것 같아 그대로 머물러 나를 지켜봐 주졌다 사라졌다 내 가슴에 네가 죽어 모두 다 버렸다 지워졌다 사라졌다 내 가슴에 네가 죽어 너는 이제 없다
Great stuff. Really enjoyed that. They both sounded amazing on this one. I could be biased because this song I'm somewhat familiar with, but I really think they both kill this one completely. It's almost as if, you know, the last, what is it, 10, 11, 12 years never happened. They sounded identical to their previous selves. But you can sort of see how I would have assumed Yeonho to be more of a rapper in the band than a singer, given his parts in this song in particular. Although, to be fair, I didn't realize that he actually had all those ad-libs at the very end. I thought some of those ad-libs were Max, so he definitely impressed me in this one.
이야.
Catch
힘듭니다,
me.
여러분. 힘든데 이 노래를 들으면 또 희한하게 힘이 나요. 저희들이 좋아하는 Catch Me.
Yeah. We're getting into an area now where this is sort of around the time I discovered some of their stuff, and I don't know a lot of their deep cuts or their B-sides, but a lot of the singles around this era I would have heard.
신나네요 아주. 가봅시다.
가지마 한마디 못한 나 이 바보가 내가 왜 이 바보만 봤을까 못난 널 한동안 내게 너만 가득 찬 기분
Interesting. I want to hear that part again.
가지마 한마디 못한 나 이 바보가
Yeah, so as for this intro, you know how they're both sort of swapping, they're taking turns with this melody?
내가 왜 이 바보만 봤을까
Even though I think Max's technique here is a little bit more healthy, it's a little bit more like mixed head voice, and Yeonho's is a little bit chestier. It puts a little bit more strain on his voice. I prefer how Yeonho sings it. I think it sounds better for this particular melody because it sounds a bit more passionate, you know. Singing doesn't always have to be like this perfect technique all the time. A lot of it is about like the emotion, and I think a lot of you will agree with me that the way Yeonho sings this particular melody sounds a little bit more emotional just because there's that heart, a little bit more heart going into it.
못난 널 한동안 내게 너만
And you can almost tell even by their mannerisms who's putting more heart into it.
한마디 못한 나
Like he's moving around a lot, he's really feeling it, you know?
이 바보가 내가 왜
Whereas Max is a little bit more focused on doing the math, joining the dots.
이 바보만 봤을까 못난 널 한동안 내게 너만 가득 찬 기분 참 많이 행복했던 기억이 나 누구도 나만큼 기다려줄 사람은 너 없다는 건 넌 있지만
Wow.
가지마 한마디 못한 나 이 바보가 내가 왜 이 바보만 봤을까 참 못난 너 Baby catch me catch me catch me girl tonight 떠나버리기 전에 너를 잡고 막고 울고 때리고 이유를 말해줬다면 Catch me if you wanna.
I forgot about that part. Catch me if you wanna. Cool. Really hard song to sing with all those extended phrases up so high. So I really commend them for that. I predict that this song, whatever this next song is going to be, is going to be a little bit more pulled back because that was definitely like one of the more challenging ones to sing, I would assume.
아, 이 곡도 정말 중요한 곡이죠.
그렇습니다. 줄로 퍼포먼스 했던
네.
Something이라는 노래입니다.
Yeah.
해보겠습니다.
She got a something 넌 내게 부족해서 baby 도도해 보이지만 나를 향한 눈빛이 흔들리지 좀 더 분발해야 될걸 She got a something 망설인다면 I'm fine baby 들키지 말고 내게 살금 다가와주면 내가 모른 척 넘어가 줄 텐데 yeah. Hey,
Wow.
hey.
That was an awesome verse. This is a fun little tune.
Hey, hey.
a fun little tune, a fun little interlude. Wouldn't be my favorite. Probably, I guess, would not be many people's favorite. I could be wrong about that, of course. But I can see why they didn't spend too long on this one. It was more of a fun little interlude moment to showcase some neat vocals.
자, 다음 곡은 저희가 군복무를 마치고 다시 활동을 재개한 첫 번째 노래입니다. 운명.
내 몸 전부가 세포가 다 너라고 외쳐대 이미 예정된 역사가 한 페이지를 장식해 어떤 말로 이 교감을 정의할 수나 있을까 It's alright, it's okay 바로 그 운명이란 거 Oh yeah yeah Oh yeah yeah 바로 그 운명이란 거 Oh yeah yeah It's alright, it's okay 우리가 운명이란 거 이제 주문을 걸어 속삭인
I like the vibe of this song. It's a little bit like sexier. I'm getting slight reggaeton vibes from it too. And I really like that melody of the main hook. The ooh, there's something cool about that.
말들로 나만 볼 수밖에 없어 내 눈은 운명처럼 빠져들고 말걸 내 곁에 넌 최고가 될 거야 We'll keep together we'll fall in magic every single day 특별한 느낌을 새로워 점해 Where we'll keep together we pray that on each other all night 이끄는 대로 난 따라와줘 널 내 몸 전부가 세포가 다 너라고 외쳐대 이미 예정된 역사가 한 페이지를 장식해 어떤 말로 이 교감을 정의할 수나 있을까 It's alright, it's okay 바로 그 운명이란 거 Oh yeah yeah
You know what? Even though that song wasn't the most impressive vocally, they weren't doing a whole lot. I quite liked it. It was a fun little nugget in this sequence, and I'll probably check that one out in my own time to listen to that again because I was vibing along there actually.
자, 이 노래는 운명 앨범에 수록돼 있던 그 앨범 아마 첫 번째 트랙이었을 거예요. 평행선이라는
네,
노래입니다.
마치 창민이와 저의 사이죠.
평행을.
When I think about you I think about how 하루 종일 고민을 해봐도 너를 잘 모르겠어 알듯 말듯한 걸 난 참 특이한 걸 하루에도 몇 번씩 나를 또 시험에 들게 한 너 우린 참 다르지만 왜 이리 끌리는지 머리론 이해해도 말로는 설명 못해 너와 난 평행선 그 위를 따로 걷다 그길 끝에서 함께할 길을 찾아 지금 너와 나 조금 서툴지만 내게 점점 다가와 내게 점점 다가와 짜라라라라라 됐어 I got I got 너와 나 I got 점점 다가와 점점 다가와 내게 점점 다가가 후후후
I really liked that song. That is probably my favorite song in a while of the songs that I haven't heard before. It was just so gorgeous, so minimal and very tasteful, very sweet, charming. Again, the vocals were nothing crazy. They were very softly delivered by both singers, but the melodies were just so sweet, simple. Yeah, again, I keep repeating this word, that the simplicity of that song really got to me. I guess there was something innocent and childlike about it too. Just a nice little breezy bop, you know? Very cute. Yeah, this song was definitely one of my favorites. I'll check this one out again.
네, 이번 곡은 저희 이번에 20주년.
Also, it's starting to dawn on me how Max really does prefer to sit in this like higher register. I'm not really getting a lot of his lower end through a lot of these songs. And I'm wondering if that's intentional. Maybe he just, it must be intentional, I guess, because otherwise I feel like we would get a lot of his lower end too. If you guys have any recommendations for songs where he sings quite low, I'd be interested to hear that, because he's really kind of fluttering around in the high end here, which is pleasant. And I love that side of his voice, but I feel like he has other dimensions too that maybe we're not seeing entirely in this performance.
그렇습니다.
네, 새로운 신곡인데 프로미스라고 창민이가 작사를 했죠.
그렇습니다. 팬분들을 생각하면서 쓴 곡이니까 해볼게요. 오래된 추억들이 어제 일처럼 떠올라 혹시 너도 내 맘과 같을까 조금 특별한 느낌 baby
많은 것들이 도망치듯이 변해가 낯설게 느껴지는 세상 속 언제나 함께였던 우리
꿈꾸는 듯해서 시간 속에 너와 나 행복한 순간들
You're so good, you're so shy 아이같이 환하게 웃어주며 다가와준 처음 그 모습
언제까지나 기억할 거야 You're so blessed, you're the best 눈물 나게 고맙고 소중한 너 Till the end of time
No, yeah.
oh, no.
기적 같은 너에게 약속할게 영원히
That song was all right. I enjoyed their vocals in the song more than the song itself. It was a perfectly fine song, but I just didn't get the special feeling from it that I got from some of the other songs. I did like how some of the chords were a little bit more R&B-ish in this song. So I guess it's just missing something really distinct, you know, to make it stand out. It felt a bit safe, I suppose you could say.
자, 이 곡은 저희 동방신기의 여름 노래죠. 썸머 송인데 하이하이하이 여름날.
야,
야, 벌써 오래전 노래입니다.
야, 그럼 지금부터 좀
This song already has caught my ear so much more.
텐션 올려도 돼요?
좋습니다.
네.
자, 팬 여러분들도 같이 불러주시면 좋겠습니다.
눈부신 태양 아래 그대와 단둘이서 작은 배낭을 메고 함께 길을 떠나요
달리는 창밖으로 펼쳐진 푸른 바다 내 곁에 어느새 잠든 천사를 닮은 너 Always be happy together 사랑해 하이하이하이야 끝없이 펼쳐진 채 우리 축복해
세상만 바라봐
너를 사랑해 하이하이하이야
우리 추억을 언제나 간직해
표현이 서툴고 어색할지 몰라도
널 사랑해 Forever come with me
All right.
자, 이 노래 신나게
Okay, that was an awesome transition into this song. I really liked that. Yeah, that song we just heard, I liked it a lot. I like how it had a little bit of a tinge of rock with the guitar, but overall it was very bouncy and bubblegum. And normally I don't go for that, but the way this song was composed, it reminded me of like that very, I guess, bubblegum style of the early mid 2000s, which is when this song came from. You know, groups like S Club 7, like where they just go full on cheese, like bubblegum Red Bull, let's have a party. And I like that. I like when a song really goes for it, like all the way, doesn't hold back. And that's kind of what I got from the song we just heard. So I really liked it. It was a standout for me, actually. And there was a really cool high belting note from Max there that I really enjoyed too. So I'm just going to go back a little bit here so we can hear that transition again, which was very smooth.
사랑해
Awesome.
자, 이 노래 신나게 가보죠.
가자.
지나가버린 어린 시절에 풍선을 타고 날아가는 예쁜 꿈도 꾸었지. 빨간 풍선이 하늘을 날며.
I like this song. It's along the same lines as the previous one, where it's like very over the top, you know, theatrical. It's almost like we've reached the end of the musical theater show. It's very over the top, bouncy, like wide sound. I'm really enjoying it. It's really cool. I think it's a really fun way to end the sequence of songs, actually.
내 마음에도 아름다운 기억들이 생각나. 세월이 흘러도 묻혀버려도
Nice little break here.
빨간 풍선을 담을 수 있을까. 지나가버린 어린 시절에 풍선을 타고 날아가는 예쁜 꿈도 꾸었지.
Oh yeah.
빨간 풍선
Nice.
하늘을 날며. 내 마음에도 아름다운 기억들이 생각나. Hey, hey, TVXQ. Hey, hey.
자, 딩고 스튜디오 감사합니다.
자, 이 노래를 기다리신 분은 참 많았을 거라 생각이 됩니다. 저희 동방신기 대표
That was cool. That was epic. Yeah, that was a great song, actually. It wasn't just like this cheesy bop, it actually had really good hooks, really good melodies and songwriting. There was a really nice ad-lib there from Max that I really enjoyed, where it was sort of a descending ad-lib. You probably know the one I'm talking about because I exclaimed when he did it. I won't go back and do it now because we are going to move into melodic.
곡이죠. 주문 가보겠습니다.
시작은 달콤하게 평범하게 나에게 끌려. 언제나 그랬듯이 먼저 말을 걸어와. 모든 가능성.
I also have to say, I'm really impressed how they really don't look that worn out. They look perfectly relaxed. I know I mentioned earlier how Yeonho seemed to be straining a little bit after that high note, but at this point, he's completely recovered. He recovered long ago, and they're not even sweating. I'm sweating watching them. They are totally cool as cucumbers, just chilled out. It's very cool to watch.
걸어줘. 사랑은 뭐다 이미 수식어 way to ocean. 나 breaking my loose again. 알잖아 지루한 걸. 조금 다쳐도 넌 괜찮아. 넌 나를 원해. 넌 내게 빠져. 넌 내게 미쳐. 헤어날 수 없어. I got you under my skin. 넌 나를 원해. 넌 내게 빠져. 넌 내게 미쳐. 넌 나의 노예. I got you under my skin. 한 번의 키스와 함께 날이 선뜻한 강한 이끌림.
I like how they're including a little bit of a string arrangement in the live version of this song.
두 번의 키스 뜨겁게 터져버릴 것 같은 내 심장에.
예, 너를 가졌어. 자, 상민아 보여줘.
He's not dodging any notes.
내 꿈속에 난 널 지배하는 게 내 주문에 넌 다시 그려지고 있어. I got you. My devil's right. 정말 숨을 것이 없잖아. 그렇다면 이제 즐겨보게. I got you.
Wow.
Under my skin. 넌 내게 빠져. 넌 내게
Crazy.
One more time.
넌 내게 빠져 넌 내게 미쳐 넌 나의 노예 Under my skin
Stupendous.
이 노래가 저희 이번 앨범 타이틀곡 레벨이란
So that was awesome. I've talked about this song a lot before in my previous reaction at the MKMF festival, so I won't go too deep into it. But one thing I will point out is I really like how I watched them do the ad libs at the end there, because I thought that Max did all the ad libs in this song, but actually Yeonho took over the ad libs in the final chorus, the very final chorus, and that was like super cool. Really awesome to hear and watch. That run, the iconic final run in that song that he did was just so fun, so cool.
멋지게 한번
Okay, so Rebel, I think this was actually the big single from their new album, and I haven't heard this song yet.
가보겠습니다.
Like a king 가망의 power of the game 확신의 길을 걷는 난 다를 뿐 붉게 물드는 먼도 힘을 내 안에 줬어도 네 permission 믿는 대로
Ooh,
가려해
I like the attitude.
세상에 온 건 아닐 테니 게임의 규칙을 깨 내가 믿는 대로 go oh oh Can you feel it? Tell me if you're with it 벽을 깨고 on and on and on Bring the energy Building the energy 이 걸음은 never stop Take it up 끝까지 Bring the energy Building the energy
Wow.
멈추지 않는 we rising vibration Trouble break the loose right forever 깊어지지
Wow.
않는 quicker 빛을 거슬러 거꾸로 Wow 더 원하잖아 Don't you wanna 반영하는 trouble break the loose right forever 머물지 않고 싶어 외로이 혼자여도 날 지배할 수 없어 앞으로 갈 테니 Can you feel it? Damn you if you're with it 벽을 깨고 on and on and on Bring the energy Building the energy 이 걸음은 never stop Take it up 끝까지 흔들리지 않는 물에선 그 앞에서
I never know where the song is going to take me. So I'm really into the song, actually. I really like it. It's just giving me a lot of whiplash, but you know what? I like that. I like songs that are a little fun and then take you places that you don't expect moment to moment. I'm a big fan of that sort of creativity. But am I the only one who's getting slight Christmas vibes from this song? There's that melody. Da, na, 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 na. I think that's like, I think it's called Carol of the Bells or something. It's a Christmas song. And then just some of the vibes in the verses, like some of the way the melody moves into very positive places before going back to like darker places, has that sort of Christmassy vibe. Probably unintentional, and it's not a bad thing at all. It just so happens that maybe the song shares some traits with some Christmas music, but let me know about that, because that's definitely an interesting part of the song. But we've gone into a little bit of a softer bridge here.
세계는 부서져 다시 고개를 드는 살아감에 중독돼 멈추지 않아도 돼 빛나는 저 너는 take me higher Can't get enough Bring the energy Bring the energy 이 걸음은 never stop Take it up 끝까지 I'm on trouble break the loose right forever
Oh yeah. We need more of that. We need more rapping / spoken word parts from Max for sure.
세상에 온 건 아닐 테니 게임의 규칙을 깨 내가 믿는 대로 go Can you feel it? Can you feel me if you will it? 벽을 깨고 on and on and on Bring the energy
Bravo.
여러분들 재밌으셨어요? 그럼 지금까지
동방씨였습니다. 감사합니다.
Wow. So that song was an excellent discovery for me. That is sort of gym playlist potential for me. Gym playlist material. It's going on my gym playlist. I don't know how many times I can say it. I like the heavy bass, the heavy drums. I can't believe that song has slipped by me for so long. It'll be my dark, evil Christmas Christmas moment at the gym. Cool. Well, we've reached the end, and that was a supremely impressive and fun performance to watch. I felt like we went on an epic journey from their beginnings. I was going to say humble beginnings, but they weren't really humble because in the beginning they were already so extremely impressive and talented. Moving through to the mid 2000s a little bit, when the sound became a little bit more electronic and stuff. And then we had a few more nice soft ballads, and then right into the most recent single, which I think was a great way to finish it. Really very impressive stuff. You know, when you see great performances like this, it is a little bit of a bittersweet feeling that unfortunately the other three members from the original lineup couldn't be there with them, but you can obviously tell that these two are perfectly comfortable, you know, keeping the ball rolling and keeping the legacy going just with each other, honoring the other guys by still including, of course, all the old classics in the set list. Yeah, this was a joy. I'm really glad I checked this out. So yeah, let me know any other TVXQ song requests that you have. Again, patrons get priority, so if you'd really like to influence the content on this channel, be sure to become a patron or submit a special request. The links for those are in the description. Also, I'd be curious to know if there are any other good Killing Voice performances that I should check out also from other groups. I have done EXO's already, so feel free to check that out too. Yeah, that about covers it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.